last week from the promenade overlooking the city of Jerusalem, including the Temple Mount, the Mount of Olives, and the Old City. It's been an eventful week here in Israel and throughout the Middle East. In Tel Aviv, a 23-year-old Palestinian went on a stabbing spree. He injured 17 people, 4 of them seriously. The terrorist reportedly stabbed the driver first to prevent him from opening the doors to allow passengers to escape. The bus company praised the driver's resourcefulness, bravery, and heroism, saying he tried to protect passengers even after sustaining a deep stab wound to his chest. An elite police unit apprehended the terrorist.
The terrorist fled the area. Special patrol units chased the suspect. He was shot in his leg and is now in police custody. We've heightened security in and around the Tel Aviv area, and we're still searching to make sure that there are no further terrorists in and around the area.
Hamas officials called it a brave and heroic act against Zionists in Tel Aviv and a response to Israel's crimes. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu blamed Palestinian Authority Chairman Mahmoud Abbas for these attacks and called them, quote, a direct result of the poisonous incitement being disseminated by the Palestinian Authority against the Jews and their state. This same terrorism is trying to attack us in Paris, Brussels, and everywhere. On Israel's northern border, things began to heat up. Israel deployed several Iron Dome anti-missile batteries in northern Israel following an airstrike that killed 6 Hezbollah terrorists and 6 Iranian soldiers. Israel is bracing for retaliation from the terror group Hezbollah in Lebanon. At a funeral for one of those killed, thousands of Hezbollah supporters chanted, "Death to Israel." Israel refrained from confirming or denying responsibility for the airstrikes, reportedly carried out by a helicopter gunship that targeted as many as 3 SUVs near Syria's Quneitra crossing with Israel at the Golan Heights. Both Hezbollah and Iran vowed to retaliate at a time and place of their choosing. And speaking of Iran, House Speaker John Boehner invited Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to address a joint session of Congress and speak about the grave threats that radical Islam in Iran pose to America's security and way of life. The Obama White House called the invitation a breach of protocol, but it's likely Netanyahu will accept the invitation. A visiting delegation of U.S. senators said many in the region see a nuclear Iran as their #1 threat.
There is great concern that they have expressed both here in Israel and especially in Saudi Arabia about Iran and its activities, whether it be in Yemen or whether it be in Iraq or whether it be in other countries in the region.
As to the Iranian issue, a good deal will be a blessing to the world. A bad deal would be a nightmare.